Good morning, everybody. Welcome to The Lead Live. I'm Louis Amestoy. We are here at the Peterson Health Digital Studio. It is 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. It's cool outside. Libby on the label.
I brought my coat.
You brought a coat. You look fantastic as always. We have special guests today from Schreiner University. I'm very excited to talk to these young ladies. I shouldn't qualify their age. They're women. They're Sarah.
I got fun things going on this weekend.
Archila. She's from Bogota, Colombia. And then Sua Fleming. She's from Sinaloa, Mexico. So we're going to talk to her. And then Regina Gordon from Schreiner University as well. Kathy Turner, Karen Mattox will be here from New Hope Counseling. I got a bone to pick with Karen Mattox. She doesn't know that yet, but I got a bone to pick with Karen Mattox. I know. Yeah, there you go. The show is brought to you by our good friends over at Quick Lane. For all your service needs, make an appointment today. Wait a minute. Ladies, do you have cars? Are you driving cars here? Do you have transportation here? No.
We don't.
Okay, listen. Now, this is fatherly advice to you. This is paternal advice at its worst. If you have a vehicle, I want you to get it serviced, all right? Make sure your oil's changed. Make sure your car's ready to run. Make sure it's safe. Right, Libby?
Yes.
If I bought you a gift card for Quick Lane, you'd be happy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Love to save money.
I'm worried about you at all times, Libby.
You should
Sure.
look into that thing.
For all your service needs, make an appointment today at 830-257-5557. It's a perfect Christmas present, actually.
It is.
We're in the Christmas season. So,
no.
we're there. We're only...
Halloween has not happened
We're like
yet.
25 days away, by the way, from Libby and Leslie Jones calling the action on
my calendar.
on the holiday lighted parade. I'm so excited for this.
I didn't leave town early
Yes.
just for it.
I know.
So
It's so exciting.
you roped me in.
I roped you into it. By the way, speaking of roping you in,
No.
if you need lunch today,
Oh.
I would recommend going over to Cartwheels. Cart & Co. Company. They've got delicious food.
What is your favorite thing to eat there?
Oh, I like the split pea soup.
Oh.
It's so good. It's very
They also
bra-
have coffee there too, right?
They do like a drip coffee.
Mm-hmm.
They have wonderful desserts though. They have gluten-free cookies.
Oh.
They have other desserts there as well. They do a lot of catering as well.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
Yeah.
Do you know their hours for the...
They're
Co?
open till 2 o'clock for lunch, I think,
Nice.
Tuesday through Friday. And then, but they've got a wonderful collection of food, menu items. They got a lot of great salads, shrimp and grits on Friday. And that is really good, by the way. Are you?
I don't know if I'm a grits person.
You know what? It's pretty
I
good.
don't-
It's pretty good.
I have to have the right grits.
I get yelled at though for
You get-
eating it because it's not gluten free. So,
grits. I mean,
so there you go.
grits are not gluten free.
No, but they're delicious though. Trust me.
I thought they
Everything
were.
with gluten is better than non.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so there you go.
I hate to say that, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Friends Veterinary Clinic is there for you on Bandera Highway. If you have a critter that needs help, they got you covered. Go visit them today.
They just opened, right?
They just opened. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
at the former La Feste Animal Hospital. They have emergency care after hours. Do either two of you have a critter? No.
No pets.
No pets. No pets.
It's a lot of
What about back
responsibility.
home? What about in Bogota?
No, I don't have pets in Bogota.
There's sloths in Bogota, right? Aren't there like sloths in Colombia? What about monkeys? There's monkeys there, right?
Yes, but in different part, like
Okay.
not in Bogota.
Not in Bogota.
Yeah.
Too many people live in Bogota.
Yes.
All right. There's so many questions I have about Bogota and Mexico too.
They're just firing off all at
firing
once.
off, yeah.
Which one's
Poor
my
girls
ass?
are like, what am I doing here? Okay, Libby, do you have a bicycle?
You know I do. I haven't ridden it.
You need to get it serviced before you ride
I
it.
do.
Hill Country Bicycle Works can take care of you on that. They also have an amazing collection of bikes for sale.
Where's that at?
That's right across the street from Gibson's there on Water Street.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. The Hill Country Bicycle Works. They've
been there forever.
They have been there forever.
Mhm.
More than 30 years.
Every time
Uh,
when I go in and teach dance class, there's men circling on bicycles.
Right.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh yeah, they're working out. They're testing.
They're checking your bike. They're
checking
testing
out
your
there.
bike. Make sure
Are
it's
you overwhelmed by life?
good. Absolutely.
You need some renewed pathways. Christy Vick
I
and company
do.
will help you out there. She's wonderful. They do the microcurrent therapy, so go
Have
check.
you done it?
She keeps telling me to come down and get it done.
It might help.
It might help with the
Rewire
ADHD. Yes.
Yeah.
And then finally to this morning, we've got our friends over at Salt Wellness. Healing looks good on you. You need a massage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Allie does a great job.
Ellie does a good. That's what I hear. Everyone says
Yeah.
Ellie does a great job.
She knows what's going on.
So, guess who's here already this morning?
You.
Believe it. Well, I'm here, obviously. But look at this handsome lad.
Oh, he's been waiting in the wings.
I know. Andrew Gay, Texas Hill Country Advisors. Now, listen, here's the deal, Andrew. I got to tell you, this is what I'm hearing, and I don't know if this is true or not, that I want you to look at me, Andrew. Look at me in the face, Andrew. Here's the deal. I heard this morning or yesterday, that the stock market and the employment market are out of sync. That there has been a significant wave of workforce reductions, and Amazon being the biggest one, saying, "We got AI, woohoo!" What do you think about that, Andrew?
Yeah, I got a couple of comments about that. Andrew Gayer, independent financial advisor with Texas Hill Country Advisors. We offer securities and investment advisory service through LPL, registered investment advisor member, FINRA SIPC. So one of the things that I've mentioned on your show before is that, the stock market and the economy are not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get those mixed up. The basis of the stock market is backed up by the valuations or multiples based off of companies' profits and earnings reports. And so if the company's earnings reports are supporting the valuations in the stock market on a relative basis, and the valuations aren't what they stretched, or the multiples have expanded substantially, then it makes sense. But there is usually a disconnect of some sort between the stock market and other pieces of the economy, because the profits that are being reported by these publicly traded companies, which back up the valuations in the stock market, are at best a quarter backward looking. So the stock market tries to, because it's live and it's like a real breathing organism essentially, because we can trade into the stock market multiple times, a second every single day that it's open. The stock market tries to anticipate, or investors try to anticipate what's coming down the road. So if we think the labor market's going to weaken, or we think that, depending on what interest rates are going to do, that's top of mind because the Fed meets today and they're expected to cut another quarter basis point rate cut there. So the stock market tries to anticipate what is going to happen with companies' profits coming down the road based on what you're asking, because yes, there is definitely some kind of disconnect, and the Fed has been saying that they think the labor market is starting to show some cracks and it's weakening, but the unemployment rate on an annualized basis still hasn't broken 4.3%. We get that number, the most recent number for the unemployment rate, next Friday, November 7th. So markets will definitely be watching that as well. But that was a long-winded educational answer to your question. Yes,
this is why I have you on the show. This is why I have you on the show, for your expert commentary. Every day, I get it. And by the way, you got talked about.
Contribute.
You got talked about last night at the city council meeting. Yeah.
What was it for?
I can't tell you.
Did I ask?
It was public.
It was public. Kelly Hagemeyer threw you under the bus. So go visit her.
That's fun.
Yeah. No, she said that you were an important advisor to her thinking. Because what aren't you on the TERS board?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So there you go. That's why you got brought up. So good job. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, and don't forget, we're always looking to talk to new people that we haven't talked to about your financial situation. We've been talking about a lot of income planning issues lately. There's a lot of people that are still thinking about retirement or have just retired, and they kind of want to know like what what's going on in markets. Like, does that apply to them? How does it apply to them? Can they position themselves to try to make sure that they have the best retirement possible? So we'd be happy to talk. We don't ever charge for conversations.
Awesome, as always. Thanks a lot, Andrew Gay, Texas Hill Country Advisors. Andrew Gay, Gilbert Pies, and the new kid, Zach.
Zach.
All right, thanks.
I went and talked to Andrew about my finances.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
I had some things change recently, and so I was like,
so he took care of you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do.
All right.
I don't know what the next step is at all.
And what did he say? So just bail out, get out of it. Was he helpful?
No, I have gotten out of debt. I have no more debt now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How do you feel about that?
I feel really good because it was a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
And I actually hit that. So
that's outstanding.
Yeah.
Yay.
No, it felt really.
Sorry, buddy. Stacy would have struck me with that one.
And I guess just like after something like that, it's kind of like where do you go?
Where do you go?
What do you do?
What do you do?
We looked at like what some retirement accounts could look like.
Yeah.
He explained how retirement accounts works, and we got into the weeds and stuff, and
it
was entertaining. It was fun.
Yeah.
No, it was cool to know that. I don't know. I had a very different financial education growing up, so it was just interesting to learn that there are other modes.
Right.
What I know.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to adjust cameras.
And he didn't charge me anything at all.
That's what he does. He doesn't. Yeah, they're good to talk to. They just want to talk to you. They just want to help you with that. So there you go. I'm glad you're here today. Rocky Horror Picture Show was delightful.
Oh my gosh, it was so messy.
Did you have to clean up a lot of toilet paper?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to leave at least 2/3 of the mess because like the 1/3 was like it was already midnight. We had to go home.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
It was great.
Everyone had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was raunchy fun, but it was fun. I like raunchy fun, so that's good. Hey, some news and notes real quick before we get started with our guests this morning. The Kerrville City Council met last night, and they had a presentation yesterday during the 4:00 workshop from Clinton Carter over at the Bandera County River Authority and the Groundwater Conservation District. And he gave a presentation about the amount of vegetation that was lost over a 30-mile stretch of the Guadalupe River. More than half of the vegetation was lost along the river. Basically, if you concentrated it all into one area, it's about 125 acres of just dense canopy. In the Ingram Lake area, just below the Ingram Lake Dam, 90% of the canopy was destroyed during the July 4th flood. And it just showed you how much riparian damage was done during the flood for a variety of reasons. Obviously, some of it was that it was compromised already, but there's a long ways to go to get that kind of back to where it was. And they did kind of these before and after satellite views. Here's what it looked like before, and here's what it looks like now, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's mowed.
So it's like and the way they did it was so clever. They did like a little swipe, just showing it just being erased essentially, all that canopy. So that was interesting. They also approved the tax increment reinvestment zone for the Whiskey Springs development. That's going in on the north side of Interstate 10, just west or east of Highway 16 or Fredericksburg Road or Sidney Baker Road or whatever, 16, whatever you want to call it. It's going in over there. This is a big development, lots of big homes, hotel, big golf course, other commercial developments, some multifamily homes. It'll add about $1 billion in valuation to the city's tax rolls. So it's a big project, but they have some infrastructure issues there to get it done. And that was on the city council last night. Our great attorney general, Ken Paxton, running for U.S. Senate, he's suing Tylenol because he says Tylenol is naughty and it causes autism, even though the science on that is questionable at best. This was one of those deals where he's trying to appeal to the MAGA base as he's running against John Cornyn. Shockingly, Ken Paxton's been impeached. He's cheated on his wife like several times. And yet he somehow seems to be in the lead for the Senate role and on the Republican side. It's just mind-boggling to me that that's the case. And so he can just come up with one batshit crazy thing after another. And this is the latest one. The Tylenol one is the latest there. I will still gladly take Tylenol because it works. And the autism thing, the link is iffy at best. So one of the things about autism that people don't realize is that we've expanded the meaning of autism, and the spectrum continues to grow, and that people realize they need help. And so it seems like there is a crisis. There is a crisis, and it does need to be treated, but we can't. We keep searching for these simplistic answers, Libby. Like, let me think here. A simplistic situation you faced here. Well, those people made a mess at the. We can't have Rocky Horror ever again. They made a mess with toilet paper. Let's indict them for littering.
Yeah,
that's the kind of nonsense we're dealing with here.
It's there are just other things that he could be using his time for.
Mm-hmm. No, but
things that actually maybe impact the lives of Texans.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the most heartbreaking thing about it.
It is. It really is. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
What's frustrating too is this camera that I have on you is just getting darker and darker as it gets older. I think I'm gonna have to replace it. I'm gonna have to replace it.
I feel like it's getting further away from me.
Well, I keep trying to adjust it. We've had problems with these cameras. We've been trying.
Beautiful.
We've been trying to get cameras.
She was like, "Oh no!
Oh no! Look at these kids. These Schreiner kids are here. Listen, Regina Gordon's here. Now you didn't get to go to the Water Street Festival because you were getting ready for a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I went for like the last 30 minutes.
I'm going to tell you right now, it was really well done. It was a good event. We had a good time. I had a good time.
The weather was great.
I announced it. The weather was great. I sat outside the entire time, not under a canopy, just had my baseball cap on. And I had my shiny ribs hat on.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I took some pictures with some midgets. It was great. It was really great. And then Regina Gordon from Schreiner was like storming around down there with Riley Dill, who's delightful. She's TFND. And I thought she had left Schreiner because she wasn't playing basketball anymore. She's still there doing stuff. She was a Tivy High basketball star, but she was hanging out with Regina. And Regina runs, let me get this right. I wrote it down. Here's my notes from South Star Bank, by the way. She's the coordinator for Changing Global Society. She's been at Schreiner for 3 years. Regina, it was good to see you on Saturday at that event.
Thank you. It was a great event.
Yeah.
I was just blown away, especially for it to be the first go.
Yeah.
It was well attended, and the music, the musicians that were there,
It was so good.
were fantastic.
Yeah.
I was blown away. It was really great. I hope it's something that we can continue.
I didn't see all the musicians. There was like a little jam band that was down there by Sidney Baker and Water Street. And then Possessed by Paul James is down on Main and Earl Garrett. Kevin McCormick was playing right in front of Turtle Creek, which is this really cool little bump out area. It was really nice for seating. And then Corey Weaver was playing right there in front of Francisco's where I was at. And then there were bands that were playing over on the pavilion for the farmers market. But Corey Weaver played nonstop for like 2.5 hours.
That's crazy.
And Delane Siegerman's granddaughter, who's like 3 years old, was in love. She was in love like you wouldn't believe. She just stood there. She danced the whole time. She looked at him lovingly the whole time. That man can sing too.
Did you see or hear the reggae band?
That was the one that was down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the reggae band was
I
down there.
was so excited to hear reggae music in downtown Kerrville.
Yeah, they were just jamming.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
And
I saw people there just filming them. So yeah,
It was weird. It didn't feel like I was in Kerrville for
Right.
a couple of moments.
Okay, so who was the musician at the Arcadia?
Which one? There were
Well, he was a
3
country
during the
musician.
day?
He was
that's
toward
right.
the end of the
And then they were there was music on deck, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He was on deck. And I just want to say thank you to Arcadia for opening up that gate and allowing people to go back there, because to me that is like the most beautiful place in town. And you know, it's not open to the public very often. And so, yay, Arcadia, thanks for sharing that with the
of course.
public.
It was Stacy's idea.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she sits on the committee that helps put on the festival, and they did a great job.
It was excellent.
They were kind of iffy about the weather. Is it going to rain?
Right.
Is it going to wind? Is it going to wind really hard? But yeah, they've worked really, really hard on it for over
It
a
was
year now.
very well done. So kudos to that
Kudos
group.
kudos to that.
Telling
Well,
everyone that you loved it because
Yeah.
they really did work really hard.
yeah, I think it was really tremendous. I'm really proud of Delane Siegerman and all the team to put that thing together. So I'm excited for next year's event. So
Yeah, exciting to see how it'll expand. And
The other thing that I noticed is that they really it pulled business into the downtown businesses. So
Yeah.
like it wasn't just all these. There were booths and tents set up and everything, but also it felt like it really highlighted the businesses that are actually already there. And so I loved that too.
these two young ladies have been waiting patiently to talk to us against their will. And I got to say here, I'm fascinated by these two young women that are here with us this morning. First off, we have Sarah,
Yeah,
right?
Sarah.
Sarah. It's Sarah, but say it. Just clearly and concisely enunciate their name for us.
Sarah.
Sarah. I love it. She's from Bogota. Now, here's the thing about Bogota, right? It's one of the highest capitals in the world. It's at 8,661 feet, right? So it's 3,000 feet higher than Denver, right? So it's over a mile high. So you're gonna have to like take it easy when you walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's elevation. Mexico City's like at 7,000 feet, and then Quito, I think, is the capital of Ecuador. It's the highest. So, or maybe it's one of the ones in Bolivia. I can't remember. One of the Bolivian cities. I think Bolivia has two capitals. So, yeah. Anyway, what is the biggest misconception? Now, these are both Schreiner students, but I'm fascinated with where they live. Bogota is, what is the biggest misconception about Bogota?
The biggest misconception, maybe about the accent, because everyone thinks that all the Colombians had the same accent.
Ah,
No, we
okay.
don't.
We don't? Okay.
Yeah, so everyone is thinking that the singing accent, like
Yeah.
Medellin,
Right.
everyone has it, but no, I don't.
Medellin is a port city, though, right? It's on the
Yeah.
coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very popular with the American tourists who are going through Panama, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But Bogota, though. Medellin is it's inland, right? Which one is the Cartagena? Is the one that's on the
Cartagena, yes.
on the port. I got that wrong. Medellin's where Pablo Escobar lived.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where his hippos are at, right? He has hippos. He had hippos. What do you think of Texas?
I love Texas.
Do you really?
Yes.
What about what's great about Texas is in your estimation?
I'm sorry.
What do you love most about the food?
The food and the friendly people.
Yeah. How did you find out about Schreiner from Bogota?
I was in an exchange in Kennesville, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have an alias with that high school,
Right.
and then
So then that's how you found it then. Okay.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Now Sua is from Sinaloa, which is on the western coast of Mexico. Is that right?
Yes.
Are you? Did you live near the beach then?
Yeah, kind of.
What town did you grow up in?
What?
What town did you grow up? What little village did you grow up in Sinaloa?
It's called. I don't know. We move a lot.
You move a lot?
I didn't have like.
I see. I got you. But Mazatlan is like in Sinaloa, right? That's the coastal. That's the tourist destination place, right? And how did you find out about Schreiner?
So I moved 5 years ago from there,
Okay.
and I went to high school here.
Okay.
Not in Kerrville, but like in Viera.
Okay.
And my dad is from here, and I heard they had a good education program.
Okay.
So I was very interested about that.
Yeah, because your last name is Fleming, right? That's not probably a common name in Mexico, right? So your dad's from here. So you guys came out here, and so then you found Schreiner. And tell us, Regina, what is this program that you run here?
So one of the parts of my role at Schreiner is cultural programming, and so we have an organization on campus, a student organization called OLE, which stands for the Organization for Latin Engagement.
Right.
And it's actually one of our biggest student organizations on campus.
Yeah.
And so I have the privilege of working with these students, and they're going to talk to us today about our Dia de los Muertos celebrations coming up on Saturday.
Is Dia de los Muertos a thing in Colombia?
No,
No.
no. I know Dia de los Muertos since my freshman year.
Okay. None. But in Mexico, it's the
It's a
deal.
yeah,
it's the
it's a
deal.
big thing.
Right. So what is this event you're going to have on Saturday?
We're gonna celebrate it on the trailhead,
Okay.
and we're gonna have music, food, and share the ones who pass away from many people on the campus, and
Yep.
they're able to share what has happened, how you met them, what happened to them, like really enjoy like, because in Mexico is like not a sad thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't celebrate death as a sad thing. We celebrate as something joyful,
Right.
something that
You celebrate the ancestors, you know,
Yes.
the positives of the ancestors, right? Yeah, right. Exactly. See now, little known fact, Libby, you know, I should be celebrating it because I got the
Why?
ancestors from Mexico. So
Why don't you?
I don't. Well, because you know what it's a long story. It's a long story. But look at me. They're like, you're not from Mexico, and I'm like, oh no, I got it. I got the DNA to prove it. So there you go.
Paperwork too.
What?
The paperwork.
I got the paperwork to prove it. So, no, my great grandfather immigrated from Mexico City to Texas in the 1900s. So he spoke Spanish, and his name was Julio. And then they whiteified it into Julius. So you know they changed their names to kind of fit into Texas. You know.
Right.
So, but I mean, this is something though that I think about all the time. You know, about these ancestors. So who do you think about when you do this? Do you like a grandparent or somebody? Who do you think about?
Yeah, recently my grandma passed away.
Mhm.
So,
I'm sorry.
So we kind of, it was a big thing for me because we lived together and we spent all my life together when I
Right.
was in Mexico.
Yeah.
But being my first year without her, I feel Dia de los Muertos make me get close to her because I remember the memories we had together.
Yeah.
And I know she is coming back. In Mexico, we believe that every time someone passed away, the Dia de los Muertos, they will come back and
Yeah.
visit you and be there with you, and you feel the presence of it.
Nice. Nice. So then you have to get totally, you know, for Sarah, you have to totally get used to this different tradition,
Yeah,
right?
it's completely different.
Are you like, do you just like want to say you Mexicans are crazy, or how do you handle it?
No, I like it.
Yeah?
I really like it because they think like the death, it's something joyful. It's
Right.
something that he passed away, but he's coming back
Yeah.
to be with me. And in Colombia, we don't celebrate the death.
Right.
We said it's something sad.
Right. But Colombia, though, is considered by many people to be one of the most beautiful countries in the world,
It
right?
is.
Yeah. and you know, so there's that celebration too, you know. Wasn't one of the little Disney things? Well, you had you've had two Disney shows.
We showed Coco.
Coco.
That one's.
That's from Mexico, right? That's Dia del.
Yes.
What's the one from Colombia?
Encanto.
Encanto.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm as I age, I'm getting behind in my
I
Disney.
don't think I've seen Encanto.
It has a memorable song, right?
Yes.
Yeah, his music is very good.
It's very good. Yes.
Yeah, maybe not as good as Coco's, but
Coco's great.
so see.
Uh-oh.
But Encanto has a song. What's the song that they sing that is about the guy who's crazy? or
Bruno.
Bruno.
We don't
What
talk about
We don't
Bruno.
talk about Bruno. Yeah. But what Colombian traditions have you introduced to Sua and to Regina?
To Sua, I introduced Las Velitas, Dia de Velitas. It's on December 6th.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, it's we turn on the candles, and we say that it's a wish for next year.
Right.
Yeah, in Colombia, it celebrate the Maria's Virgin. Yeah,
Mary.
Mary.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Yeah.
But it depends on your family and what is the meaning of that.
Yeah.
In my family, it's to making wishes for next year and it's a really close space for your
Yeah.
family. So you share food, you share your wishes, and yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, what do you feel about Mexican food?
I like it.
Do you?
I really like it. Yes.
Okay, Sua, what about Colombian food? Now you guys live together, right? You guys are roomies, right?
Yeah.
Does she make Colombian food?
Yeah, we actually had an event past where we make arepas
Okay.
by hand.
What is that?
It's like
arepas.
Arepas.
Yeah.
Arepas.
Okay, I'm not sure though. I know what that
You've
is.
never.
I've never had it. No. No.
Okay.
Speak. Tell me.
I said it like it's a gordita.
Okay.
Cheese
It's like
inside, but she doesn't like it when I say it.
Yeah.
Because it's not, but that's how I imagine it.
right.
And it was really good. Like,
What's the? There's an El Salvador has something like that too, but I think it's called-
Empanadas? No.
No, that's
have
that's
pupusas,
Spain.
like
Pupusas, yeah, that's what it is. Right, those are good too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm fascinated by the differences. Now, do you like Brazil?
Yes.
You do. Okay, all right. So there's no rivalry though. Like, but what happens though when you play Brazil in soccer?
Ooh.
See, there you go. There you go. Regina, what have you learned from working with these two women?
Well, these two women represent a lot of students at Schreiner. We have a small but very mighty international student population there. And what I notice about these students is they leave their country, their home country, and they come to Kerrville, Texas, where we don't even have public transportation. So they're basically kind of relegated to Schreiner unless they make friends with people with cars. And they're so brave and they are so independent and hardworking, and they take every opportunity they're given at Schreiner. These ladies, like I said, all of the students that I work with, especially the students in the different organizations that represent different cultures and international students, they just take every opportunity that they're given. I don't know how else to say it, and it's so inspiring.
Right.
And sometimes I try to encourage our native students to try to do better at that, because these students really have a hold on that.
Now I'm going to go off on a rant here for a second. Just you guys might want to not listen to this, but I'm just going to say this right now. Here's why I think that we are on the wrong track in our country is that we have young women coming to our country like Sua and Sarah, who are enthusiastic. What's your major?
Music.
What's your major?
education.
So education and music. So these are two women that could make a difference in this country. And yet we have a political posturing of like, no, out, get out. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Because the reality of the situation is that we need people who bring in differences to our country, who are willing to come here. Like, I bet you it was probably a little scary coming here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so you've learned a lot. Now, so would you go home or would you stay in the United States? What do you want to do? You're from here, technically, right? You're an American citizen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're not probably, right?
I'm not.
You're not. But do you want to stick around?
Yeah, I would like to stay
Yeah,
in the
right.
United States, but in case of not, I like the idea to coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what, we want people who want to be here.
Right.
And we don't have that mentality right now. And you guys are, and the other thing too, is that there's also this mentality, and we were talking about this morning in our coffee clutch before, that we're not supposed to celebrate cultural differences. And I find that to be offensive. I think that's what makes us great as a country, is that we have all these different people. I mean, look at Libby.
I
Libby,
agree.
what are you? Irish?
I was thinking about
German?
that the other day. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I feel like someone told me one time I was Welsh. I could be Irish.
Yeah. But you're Texan.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Texan through and through.
Through and
But,
through.
Yeah, I agree. That's what's so cool about being in the United States, because we have a whole plethora of cultures that we get to celebrate and be exposed to, rather than just one. And I don't know, one voice is not as entertaining as 100 when they start singing. That's how
Right.
I kind of
Yeah.
look at it. Like, a bouquet is cool
Yeah.
of flowers.
Right.
Just one is fine, but a bouquet just is so much more.
The diversity, it makes it so much more
Yeah.
beautiful. The colors so much beautiful. What part of music are you studying?
I'm in voice division.
You're in so you sing in Spanish then?
Yes.
See, there you go.
She has a beautiful voice, and she
Really?
will likely sing on a Saturday night.
What are you going to sing?
We're going with the mariachi band.
Mm.
Yeah.
But mariachi's not a thing though in
In Colombia.
Colombia, right?
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
We
There
love
is mariachi in Colombia. There's mariachi in
Yes.
Colombia. Okay, all right, good. That's good. What about for you? What kind of music do you like?
I like all the style that we have in Mexico. I don't personally sing. Like,
Yeah, no, but does she sing well?
Yeah, she does.
Oh wow, okay, all right, with authority.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard her.
Yeah,
She's very shy
Yeah.
in person, and when she gets on a stage,
right.
you better watch out.
Okay,
Usually the way it goes.
that's the way it goes. I love that. Okay, so that's on Saturday. That's what time is the event again? Tell us when the event happens.
The event is from 5 to 9 at the Trailhead Beer Garden.
Okay.
And I just want to really also let everyone know that we're going to have a fantastic band.
Okay.
They're called Grupo Tantan
Okay.
out of San Antonio, and they play a variety of Latin music.
Yeah.
So it's not just mariachi. We are also going to have the Schreiner Mariachi Band.
Oh, nice.
They're coming to play a few songs for us, and so I think that's the one.
You can make Dr. Dowdy play with you.
Dr. Dowdy is our director.
Oh, okay. All
Yes.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Good. Libya, on I have a couple of demands for my imminent funeral.
Okay.
One, I want my body to be brought to the cemetery by a mule team. On my.
Is anyone writing this thing
Right.
down?
No, I have it written down already.
Okay, good.
Okay. So, and then I want on my tombstone to say father, grandfather, right? And then I want to say underneath it, he's finally free of public meetings. Okay. Then I want an all female mariachi band to serenade me in my casket.
That's cool.
Can we get that done? Can you if it happens next week, are you available?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. This is pretty awesome. I'm so glad you guys came by and talked to us about this
That
as well.
event's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be
Yeah.
great. And
That
it is-
band is going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's truly a community event. We want the community to join us out there. Of course, the students will be there, but we want the community to
We all
come
have a
join us.
place, like, I know that they traditionally do, like, the altars and stuff.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
there's going to be a place where people can
The
place their
ofrenda's
vote.
there,
Yeah.
and we have picture frames if you want to bring a picture to put up. People actually have been submitting pictures throughout. We've had a QR going around. Anyway, it's going to be great. And just a little shout out to Tish Miller. She created the ofrenda, and it's going to be beautiful.
She's pretty rad.
She is cool.
Tish Miller's pretty rad. I don't know about Kylie, but Tish is pretty rad.
And also, we'll have a couple food trucks, of course. We'll have the
Yeah.
Shims Be Blessed and also Vecinos.
I think that you two should be making the food though. I think you should be making those.
They got to
be-
sing, organize the event, and make the food.
Look.
It's
They
a lot of
can.
responsibility.
That is a lot.
I know. I'm glad that you guys are both here. So, Regina, you're always welcome to come on the show with
Thank
your students. It was so nice to meet both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
All
for
right.
having us.
Good job. Now get out of here.
All right.
Go back to
Back to
class. All right. Good job.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
Next up, Kathy Turner and Karen Mattox are joining us from New Hope Counseling. Libby, what's going on? By the way, I just want to mention that you're Libby's boss. Here's who you listen to, Regina, by the way. You listen to Matthew James Butler, Shane Stump, and Logan Tucker. That was who was playing on Saturday. What's happening in Arcadia? Anything
This
exciting?
week we're finishing up our Rise and Rebuild series.
Yeah.
We have Rest and Reset with
Oh,
Leah
yeah, that's
Westra.
right. Rest and Reset.
Yes, Rest and Reset, the Whole Country Coalition Against Drug and Alcohol Abuse. They're doing an event, kind of like a town hall. It's basically a seminar on, taking care of yourself and self-care when certain events like a natural disaster happens, and when a natural disaster happens and you're also taking care of yourself in the space of addiction, it becomes 100 times harder. And so it's important to learn all the tips that you can get in order to weigh out what goes on. So if you RSVP for that event, it is free. You get put into a raffle to win some exciting prizes. I think that there's like 6 sessions or something from Salt Wellness. And there's going to be a couple other things.
I need Salt
too.
Wellness to come over here and readjust my head or something. I don't know but the good news is that New Hope Counseling's here.
Yeah,
So.
they're here. They got settled in. So that's what we've got going on at the theater this week. And then we have bingo right next week again.
Bingo.
On the 6th. So and I do believe it is sold out. So yeah, that's kind of the immediate
Immediate
what's
news
happening.
of what's happening.
Yeah.
By the way, things happening today, folks. Let me just get to this real quick, 'cause I got things going on today. We have fire weather danger, by the way. It's going to be breezy today, so be careful out there. A horrible hurricane has just made landfall in Cuba, Category 2, which is not good news because it just dumps rain. Jamaica was hammered.
Yeah.
Which is not good
Wiped.
news.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Jamaica for the Jamaican National Track and Field Championships. It's on my bucket list of things to do. Today, over the Hill Country Veterans Center is having their Vet Connect resource fair today from 10 to 2. Story time at Bud Holdsworth Memorial Library, 10 a.m. Friends of the Library book sales today from 11 to 3. There's a book club over at Central Provisions in Centerpoint at 5:30. They're going to talk about Wise Blood by Flannery O'Connor. Heart of the Cards annual community event at Schreiner University. This is a game and costume contest benefiting the Riverside Nature Center. And then there's Pub Pictionary tonight at Tail Chasers. Tomorrow, the Duplo Club. Those are Legos for little kids. Duplo blocks.
Big ones.
Big fat ones. Right. Didn't you watch the Lego movie?
I don't know what a Duplo block is.
It's like a little fat one for like little fat little hands, little fat baby hands.
Oh, the ones that, okay.
Waylon would like them.
Actually, I think that's my favorite Lego.
Yeah.
I don't like the tiny ones.
Schreiner University, the Junkin Center will have a music recital from 12:15 to 1. The Rise, Rebuild, and Rest and Reset Expo is also tomorrow at 6 o'clock at Arcadia. Mm-hmm. And Country Nights Open Mic Night at Gravity Check. So, at 6 o'clock.
Cool.
Karen Mattox is here. Karen.
Now, Lewis, you say you had a bone to pick me.
I don't remember what it was now. I can't.
Oh, that's the first thing she said. Talk about it.
Talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno here. Kathy Turner, shouldn't you be at that veterans thing? Aren't you? Is that one of your projects?
Not this particular project.
Normally, we see you with Together Hill Country Veterans, but you're working for this group here, this New Hope Counseling outfit.
Brenda Fudge, the director, lured me out of retirement and all of my vast volunteer efforts to come to work for her. She wrote a grant and got money to hire two of us under the grant from the Hill Country Community Foundation. And I was hired specifically to do counseling, but hopefully out in the community. I have an office at New Hope on East Main Street. I have, in their location, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'll be able to have like I don't want to say satellite office. Sound right, but have a space in maybe a church or a business. One morning here, and
someone sent us some money, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, it's working already.
They sent 10 cents, I think. So I'm too excited about it.
Well,
beautiful.
I want to be out in the community in Ingram and Hunt and Centerpoint, providing individual counseling groups, whatever's needed. And did I mention it's all free through 2027?
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yep.
So needed. I think. I just want to say I know somebody who knows somebody who was faced with, a little bit of this, like you've stored it for months, and then all of a sudden, something triggers, and you don't know how to deal with it. And New Hope Counseling has got a lot of capacity right now, which is weird because it's very hard to get mental health services sometimes. You guys are usually you're pretty busy a lot of times, right, Karen? Is that?
Yes. So I am a licensed professional counselor associate. I've been at New Hope for about 14 months, and I do have openings.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So that's amazing. That's good news. And you work with adults primarily, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Adults.
All right. Yeah.
And then my specialty is seniors.
Seniors.
But I work with all adults.
Okay. And then what is your specialty, Karen?
Kathy.
Karen. Kathy.
Karen. Kathy.
There's some K's in
we
here.
We look alike.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess my specialty would be anxiety, depression, trauma. Worked a lot in the intimate partner violence field and sexual assault trauma survivors, and geriatrics.
Right.
I've been around 30 years, so really kind of seen it all. But I'm real excited about the grant because New Hope was already so unique in that we're able to provide counseling on a sliding scale fee for people who don't have insurance.
Right.
We do accept insurance, but there's a lot of people who don't have insurance,
Right.
and so we're unique in that way. We get a lot of referrals from MHDD, is my understanding. And so I'll be able to see people in the office, but really, like I said, looking forward to being out in the community. And people would call our office to see either one of us, actually.
Yeah.
830-257-3009. Call, and if it's related to the flood, some people think, well, I didn't lose my house, so, that's not me. But we're all affected on some level, and some people are really struggling.
Right. Karen, pull that microphone just a little bit closer to the front of your face there. Perfect.
Oh,
well done.
I didn't want you to hear me.
Oh, I want to hear you. What has been you've been with this for a while now. What has been some of the, without being specific, but what have been some of the concerns people have raised with you about, the flood recovery?
I've only had a couple that were directly impacted.
Yeah.
And it was really devastating for them to be to lose their homes or to almost lose their lives.
Yes, right. Right. And so you talk to them about these issues, and I'm sure that it's very helpful for them to talk about it, because maybe they aren't talking about it at all. So, Kathy, with your experience though, like, what do you anticipate people are going to want to talk about?
I think people are going to think that if they don't talk, if they just shove it down, and pretend nothing happened, that they'll be okay.
Yeah.
And that's, typical human response to trauma and upsetting news. But people are often reaching out to their family and friends, but sometimes they're reaching out to people who are burdened themselves. So, they're reaching out to someone who's struggling themselves. People sometimes think, well, I don't want to go see a counselor because they're just going to kind of get me crying and get me opened up, and then I won't be able to function.
Right.
But when you work with a licensed clinician, we're trained to help people get to what's underneath their fears, what's underneath their anger, underneath their emotions, and to help them to deal with it and bring it out, but then to help them to kind of close them back down so that they can go back to work, they can go back to their volunteer work and back to their families. So, people might cry, it's like ripping off a Band-Aid or something,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but we want to help them heal. It's about healing.
People, I think one of the things that's impressed me though at times is that we saw a lot of people, and I'm speaking this from a man's perspective. I think men, we're idiots. We know, everyone knows that. We're lovable idiots, but we're idiots, and we don't always talk about what's bothering us. And one of the things I can say definitively that from the people that I was around, we were always asking each other, like, "How are you doing? How are you? Are you all right?" And the normal response, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm great." And some people weren't fine. Some people weren't great, And, well, hi, Sarah. How are you? Yeah. Sarah Stone, by the way, she books the show. Did you know that?
No.
So, yeah, she booked these two.
Oh.
Yeah. But I look back at the different things that we've dealt with, and I know I had to work really hard at times to control my temper.
Yeah.
I lost my temper once inside of one of the press gaggles on somebody. There might have been a couple of national correspondents I've had words with. Thank you guys. And I wanted to act out the first day because I was so irritated with the 30 minutes of glad-handing bullshit that we had to deal with. So that was another issue that I was dealing with. But I worked my way through it. But I'm not sure that I could continue to put that little, check on my behavior, So
It's
is
hard.
that something you would counsel me on? Would you say, okay, Louis, stop it?
That's it. That's
Right.
in a nutshell. I'd
Right.
just tell you to stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what you're afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
What's driving whatever you're
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes with men. And women too, but
Yeah.
sometimes with men you have to kind of go through another method. Men might tend to be a little more stoic. Keep it all inside and pretend that everything's fine, and I have to be the strong one. Women can certainly be like that too. But I worked for the military for a long time in
Yeah.
the VA, and so it sometimes maybe like a kind of a workshop or something like that where people have an opportunity to ask questions and maybe share on a superficial level, but then see that, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not
Yeah.
the only one who feels this way. Sometimes that's kind of a backdoor way to get people to sign up for, true counseling.
Right. And I think you see that kind of mentality too in a lot of first responders, like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I've seen worse. Really? Have you? Yeah. So, I mean,
I doubt they're really saying that now,
Yeah.
but yes, emergency room personnel and law enforcement and first responders in general on the front lines, and it's interesting what'll trigger a response.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can have pretty much the same event over and over again, but the ninth time that's the one
Right.
that brings it all up, or certain smells or certain sounds will bring them back to a horrific event that
Yeah.
they've experienced in the past. And there's a lot of specialized counseling that's available for firefighters and support groups and chaplains, and I just hope that they're taking advantage of it.
Karen Mattox, this event Thursday at Arcadia, tell us about it. What's going to happen?
So New Hope will be there, and yes, I'm excited. So Miss Brenda Fudge and Linda Wilburn will be there, and I'll be at the booths.
You'll be there as well?
Yes, talking to people
Right.
about our counseling services, and we do have a community care coordinator, Lala Flores, who does helps people apply for Social Security benefits, insurance, disability, SSI, disaster insurance. And she is at New Hope Tuesday through Thursday. And you may contact her at 830-257-3009.
She will get you taken care of too, right? I mean,
Yes.
she's.
And all of her services are free. She was hired under that same grant, right? Yeah.
Right.
There's things on my desk like, how did this get here?
Yeah.
There's a knife in my desk.
You might need to protect
I
yourself.
might need. I had the wall of gluten was protecting
That's
me.
true.
Now it's happening. I had it somewhere. All the things that are happening. There's all sorts of vendors and other people that are coming. So here it is. I found it. This is it, folks. Rest and reset. And this is O4 Strength will be there. Salt Wellness will be there. Color of Clay will be there. Color of Clay would be very good to function, I would think so, as far as that goes as well. It's from 6 to 8 at Arcadia Live, and it's something you really have got to go and be a part of. It's part of the Kerr County Community Coalition, or HICADA. It's part of HICADA, right? Is that right?
Country Coalition
Yeah.
Against Drug and Alcohol Abuse.
You got it.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Libby, on the label.
It's a long acronym.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And how long so this grant's going to keep you busy for a couple of years?
Through 2027.
My goodness. My goodness. Do you have any appointments scheduled already, or you get a few?
There's, well, I just started last week, but mainly I'm doing marketing. What I'm kind of looking for now is to make the connections, especially in Ingram and Hunt and Centerpoint. I'm looking for opportunity to be at, at a particular church, or maybe an office that has an extra office, where I could see people privately. In those communities particularly, that would be ideal. If anyone is listening,
Get it done.
yeah.
We'll break this out separately and do some stuff on this as well. And we'll be at tomorrow's event because I just want to kind of just experience it myself. It's so important, though. And, and I think perspective-wise, Libby, the MHDD said they have made contact with 14,000 people.
Yeah.
In the wake of the flood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because I think that one of the things, it's just different waves of triggers sometimes. I remember I had a very heartfelt conversation with a member of the staff at Schreiner who just had been on the river trail for the first time a few weeks ago and just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe what she was looking at.
It feels like you're on, I mean, to me, it feels like you're on like hallowed ground.
Yeah.
It's not, and you're standing there and you're like, I know where I am, but I don't recognize anything. Yeah. Where is everything? I know exactly where it's not, and it's not here.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I get it. Going on just on the river trail, the first time that I saw someone down at the park, I started to cry. I was like, why am I crying? I'm not down there. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So, it's little things like that. That's cool, though. 14,000 people. That's important.
Yeah.
It means that people are.
Well, it gives you a perspective of the need that you're facing.
I hope people are taking advantage of their emotional support room that's at one Schreiner. It's lovely. It's beautiful. They have these rooms where you can just sit and no one's going to pester you or force you to talk if you want to. But, they're available and they're beautifully decorated and just a place to just kind of calm your mind. I think a lot of us are battling being overstimulated. We don't, have the helicopters going overhead, and we don't have the endless rows of the trucks removing the debris.
Yeah.
We don't have that, but still, we're all kind of on edge.
Right.
We had the storm the other night, and a good friend of mine really brought a lot of things back to her because, she was firsthand.
Well, it makes you just think, like, what's happening? What's happening? Is this going to be a repeat of what we saw?
You're right. We humans, we can convince ourselves that we're powerless and start saying, what's the point? And, which is not true.
Right.
We do have a lot of power, but there's some things we need to put in perspective and realize that, all we can do is prepare and be ready and that we're stronger, we're more resilient than we humans than we often give ourselves credit for.
All right. Good job. What's the one thing, Karen, you want people to know about New Hope Counseling?
New Hope Counseling is a place where you can come, you express your concerns, your issues. We are the only center that has a sliding scale pay.
Right.
And we also, I do want you to know that we will be at the Chamber Expo on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, that's right. So it's a full busy week for you guys, right? Yeah.
And on Saturday from 10 to 2, we will be at Light on the Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there with Brenda.
Yeah.
So if anybody wanted to learn more about,
yes, but
programs.
we help people just express their grief or stress or just release those emotions in a healthy manner.
Right, absolutely. But speaking of Light on the Hill, I was reminding myself, I sent an email last night to Beth Palmer over there at Light on the Hill, because come Saturday, it's looking like people will not get their SNAP benefits or their food benefits. And that Texas has made it clear we're not paying for it because we don't pay for anything, I guess. But I looked at it yesterday. That's 7% of our population.
Yeah.
So approximately 2,000 people would be without food benefits. So they're going to have to rely heavily on the food banks to help them with this as well, which is Light on the Hill and the San Antonio Food Bank. HEB has kicked in about $5 million statewide to help with this shortfall, this anticipated shortfall that as the Democrats and Republicans fight it out over funding of this. But that's a lot of people. 2,000 people. It's 7% of households. So I reckon my math says that's about 2,000 people here in the community. About 3.5% of the total population, I guess, but 7% of the households. So there you go.
People need to be contributing to the San Antonio Food Bank,
Yeah.
the Light on the Hill, CAM, St. Vincent de Paul,
Right.
The Hill Country Veterans Center.
Yep.
We're fortunate to have so many food pantries in our area, but then it's sad that they're needed, of
Okay.
course, but
All
there's
right.
lots of options.
Libby, what'd you learn today?
I learned that there's a lot of food pantries, actually. Like, believe it or not, I did not know that. Did not know there was more than
Right.
Oh, yes.
Give us something positive to think about this week, Kathy.
Like I said, we're stronger than we think we are,
Yeah.
and we need to rely on each other. We need to be there for each other. We need to lean in and ask sometimes some difficult questions. We need to be there for our family and friends. This
Karen,
is our community.
Give us something positive to think about this week.
We are a community that has had tremendous amount of support,
Yeah.
and mental health is part of that support, and people should feel free to come and take advantage of that.
Right. Absolutely. Great. That's great. You're absolutely right. They should feel free to take advantage of it. The resources are there. Let's get this done. So there you go. Libby,
What'd you learn?
what did I learn?
Yeah.
I learned about these wonderful young ladies from Colombia and Mexico who were here. I learned that Kathy Turner is now gainfully employed. That Karen Max has got some availability. I learned that Libby on the Label worked her butt off with those heathens who were at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was so good. There you go. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Tomorrow, back at it with Leslie Jones and Kyla Gazelle. We'll have some other guests tomorrow, too, I'm sure. People just show up.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Oh, Amy Goodyear will be here tomorrow. Oh, and Shelley McElwain will be here from the city of Kerrville. So, looking forward to it. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you, Lewis.